All right, welcome to Cup of Film, the first installment of our podcast series coming up here soon. And this one will be on the latest movie sensation, Rogue One. I am Cole Souders. This is Brandon Cadill. This is my right-hand man, Bennett Giesman. And our resident Mormon, Luke Lyman. Unfortunately. As we all have drank all of our coffee, we have resorted to other forms of caffeine, except this one over here, who doesn't drink caffeine.
Well, he's got caffeine, just not coffee. Okay, let's drink.
Let's move on. All right. So,
loser.
First off, how did we feel about this movie?
Loved it.
You loved it.
I really did.
Okay, I thought the second half was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The first half had a few problems. More than
let's say,
but it was
second viewing. I almost fell asleep.
The second viewing of the first half. There were other problems, just so you guys know.
It was shot differently.
We went to see the movie a second time, and I was distracted the whole time, and
it was just a bad night.
It was a bad night.
But
we can get back to the movie.
Honestly, I think that the story of Rogue One is why I loved it so much.
Yeah. That's true. I have to agree with that.
The first half of it is like...
The problem with it
doesn't make sense. It's
I really liked the opening. The opening was good
without the first 10 minutes.
Because when you realize it's a ring around a planet, I didn't notice that. I thought what's those lines? And then I see the ship.
Yeah, Cole said. Luke said that the first time we saw it, he's like, what the heck?
I think
the introduction.
But like the whole. I think this movie, it fixed like a 30-year long plot. Like Nobody understood. Like they're like, oh, okay, idiots. The freaking.
And what's cool?
The Empire created a fuse in the middle of their.
It's not like Disney just came out and said, "This is how it happened." They made a whole movie off.
And my thing is like, it wasn't even the plot hole that bothered me because I think before like any of that started. I think it was important to understand what the actual rebellion was about, and that's really big in like A New Hope.
Before we get the story and all the actors and everything.
Oh, this is a spoiler review. Yeah, just to get that out there.
Let's start off with the very first act of the movie.
Yeah,
and let's talk about why we didn't really like the first act. Okay. And I will discuss the problem I saw with it. Was I think we visited. 6 planets.
I've got it.
I think five planets
in the first 20 minutes.
The first 20 minutes, and it was a lot. Which I'm glad they put the names of the planets.
Yeah,
like Edu and all that.
I just didn't really understand. Like, usually the planets have purposes.
Yeah,
there's a purpose.
The home planet of Jin and Galen that had kind of a purpose.
But you didn't even know
the one where Captain Cassian was introduced. That had no purpose. And the other one that had no purpose was the one where Jin was rescued. That
didn't make any sense.
When you want to hear what I thought of that planet Cassian was on, it looked so much like Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians of the
Galaxy. It looks like that floating head nowhere.
Yeah.
I looked at that. I'm like, man, it's Guardians now.
I just thought it went way too fast, and I was way too confused.
Yeah.
Like I was under the impression from the reviews that it was a slow burning movie.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, they just not the first act.
Yeah, and it definitely though. I think the second. This is definitely a movie that you have to watch more than once. Yeah. Because the first time I watched it,
it was amazing.
I was like, did I miss a movie? I'm like, am I at Rogue 2 or is this Rogue One? Like I was confused. Like I was like, did I miss a movie? Because it's like showing you all these characters and stuff like that.
And then it doesn't do anything with them.
And there's some things that canon, like we talked about.
What canon?
With there's some things that were in the Clone Wars.
Oh,
show that ended up in the movies.
That big old what's that thing she was transported on? That was in Revenge of the Sith. Big wheels. That was pretty cool to see.
And some characters, Saul Guerrero.
We'll talk about him later.
He's a point of contention.
But let's start off. We didn't even really talk much about the first scene that we all said we liked.
Yeah.
Overall,
I really liked the first scene.
Was
the
gorgeous.
Visuals were
gorgeous.
Yeah, it was
the colors. I love the colors. I love
contrast.
But like, do you know where that was filmed?
No.
Like, I want to find. Was it filmed in
volcanic? That's what I'm thinking.
Soil.
I didn't exactly look it up, but it's black. It's definitely volcanic.
Yeah.
Or something.
So if it's shot like it wouldn't surprise me if it was shot in Iceland because it makes sense. But
the shot of the Death Troopers and then director Krennic like walking like that was beautiful.
Of all
we'll get to him. And then even the shot like when Jin's running away and it's like a valley with like the fog, like it's like I thought that was
that was good too.
I loved all of that, and probably from the beginning of that scene all the way until she goes in the well is the highlight of the first act.
Oh no, for sure.
Because just
I don't
understand.
What's the split between Act 1 and Act 2? Personally, I think the minute her father's...
when they go to Edus,
when her father dies.
Spoiler. Jeddah is destroyed. I think that's the end of the first
I think for me, the movie started to really hit me. The second time I watched it, the father's monologue really got me. The father's monologue towards his daughter, that's when like you're like, oh my gosh. And
on
Jeddah. When she's watching it.
Let's backtrack before we get there. I want to talk about the banter between Krennic and Galen. I thought that was really good. I liked his acting, Ben Mendelsohn.
He was he had spoken with a lot of gusto and he was over the top. Like, he was good.
Galen is Mads Mikkelsen.
Their acting, it was almost like you got the chemistry between the two. Like they were good friends, except Ben Mendelsohn.
And then they had that one flashback too of them like drinking
Coruscant.
Yeah,
really cool that we got to see Coruscant again in a movie.
Mikkelsen is usually playing a villain, and he looks like a villain. So for me,
he's portrayed as a villain by the Rebellion.
And the thing is like to see him. Excuse me. Playing to see him playing like a protagonist,
who's
forced into a situation.
I like what they
was
did.
really kind of strange for me because I've never seen him. Seen movies with him in. I haven't seen too many with him.
But if you noticed how he told Krennic his wife was dead before she came up. If you really think about it, he's trying to make sure that he doesn't look for her. He might have even said that. I don't know. Did they say anything about Jalen? Like, Galen, No, Jalen, Jin. I was combining the names. Did he say anything to Krennic about her? Because I know he was like...
No, he didn't.
He was trying to make it seem like it was just him.
And do you know what I mentioned about Krennic in that scene? He's not as, like, powerful. Like, he doesn't have as much power in the Empire because he's got only the red.
He only has the red.
And then later
we should have looked up
later on. It's blue.
And later on, he's got blue and red. But so I wish they would have explained why he got.
As a person, I don't think as a character, he definitely wasn't as strong and as powerful as he was. He was high up in power, but like confidence-wise, you could tell that it was almost all.
You always sure.
And I didn't like that about
you see it. You see it. Darth Vader's first scene.
And
the best line in the entire movie. He has a lot of power because he has his own squad of stormtroopers following him.
Throughout the movie,
black stormtroopers.
The thing I didn't like, Ben Mendelsohn played that character extremely well.
Yes.
His acting was phenomenal.
He was so enthusiastic in the film.
Yeah, he was so...
He loved it.
He loved it. But anyway, so in the trailers, he was portrayed as the main villain, which he pretty much was. He was the main villain. But, like, I didn't think there was a single scene that made us, like... Usually when a movie has a villain, they try to establish him so that the audience reflects, takes a step back, and is like, wow, this guy means business. This guy's menacing. And in the first scene, they tried to do that, I think. I think they did. But they just didn't reach there. And there was a scene in the trailer of him walking on Scarif with all the bodies and like with the water. Like, what was he doing there?
Well, that's where we'll talk later about how it was like, I think, an hour of a film that was edited out. The entire ending was different, which I did look up on. But I want to say my favorite scene and like why I thought he meant business was the scene where they just shot Jeddah. And like they blew up the city, and like
beautiful.
Grand Moff
Tarkin,
he turned around and said like he'll tell the Emperor and like you did a good job, and then he's like I'll take control of the station rather than Krennic, and seeing the anger, and seeing that like great acting, like
we are in the wake of my achievements.
He yelled like in every line. It was amazing.
I thought standing here in my achievement, not yours. Like I love that.
And in the trailer when he was like the power that we are dealing with, you know, I wish that is immeasurable. I wish like that was in the movie.
The power. The power.
But that was in the movie. I was a little disappointed in that. But anyways, I thought his character was good, but I just didn't think they gave him that one scene that made the audience.
I don't think he's that type of villain.
Well, and that's why with Moff Tarkin and Vader in it, and you know that they're going to live after this movie. Really, he isn't as intimidating because he dies.
And I think the reason that some people had trouble latching onto him as a villain was because his drive for doing the things he wasn't based off of like the Empire and wasn't based off of what the Empire wanted. It was based off of his personal achievement.
So
he wasn't like he was like he really for me it really connected to like Cold War scientists that created all these things, and they didn't really care what they were used for. It was simply because of their achievement and what they did.
Like the Fat Man. All those scientists are part of that. Some of them were hesitant.
Fat Man. Little boy
and Fat Man.
Fat Man. Okay, yeah. Little
the two atom bombs. Little boy was the first one.
Or wait,
it was Hiroshima, and then Fat Boy was on Nagasaki.
Little boy was Nagasaki.
Now we're in a World War II discussion.
Okay.
Eisenhower. You want to see her? Truman didn't have to drop the bomb. You know,
it's okay.
The Japanese would have surrendered.
So my thing is that with Krennic is that I took it as he was.
Krennic. We haven't gotten to the second half.
I just feel like Krennic is totally not the villain. He is a puppet.
Tarkin.
Yeah. And Tarkin's the villain. Tarkin is the villain for everyone.
I don't like Tarkin's character.
Yeah, like
I think he's a lot of Star Wars fans. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I know his whole mythos and everything, how he was in the Clone Wars and all that, but I still don't like his character, and I think we'll talk about it at the end of the film. I think he was an idiot for what he did. Like with the Death Star, he had that power and he decided to shoot the planet and not the show. Because they knew they were transmitting the planet. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about why I think Tarkin was an idiot for that.
Well, okay, so it was convenient. Let's move on to later in the first act to Jenna. Let's just change throughout the film.
Let's cut. We all know how Cassian and Jyn are introduced, and it's pretty cool. I
didn't like Cassian's. Jyn's was good.
I liked Cassian's because it kind of showed that he would kill somebody for the rebellion, which
I like what they were trying to do
for the film.
I like what they were trying to do.
Yeah,
I just don't like his character.
I don't either. I like him. And what I didn't like is that the first scene when you see Cassian, you don't know what he's doing. Like you have no idea.
He's just flat at the beginning.
Yeah, he's so flat the whole movie except for his one speech. Other than that,
I think it's a good arc, but
and I didn't like when. Okay, like let's just go to.
And Jyn's introduction is the entire first.
I think that you could have. I think because of Jyn's upbringing, I think she was too emotionally stable, and they could have had more flashbacks.
And we don't.
And that would have connected the first act a lot better.
I just think 15 years of her life.
And you didn't.
You got one flashback going back to when she was disappeared.
And honestly, like you could have cut out. No, you could have cut out.
Saw Gerrera was actually kind of important. I kind of see why.
I liked him in it.
I didn't like
the way
second time I watched it, I
could
like him a little bit.
I just don't like his character. I mean, see,
what?
Deception.
I send you to kill me.
I don't because we'll talk about him now. Let's talk because he's actually like the main focus of the first act.
Yeah,
because everybody wants to get to him.
Before we get to him,
and everyone's like, he's like the main antagonist.
He's literally like the Luke Skywalker of this universe. Like Force Awakens, we have to find Saw Gerrera. We find him.
And then he's just like. That's the end of the first act. Like that's it. That's all you get from Sugura.
Let's just back up a second. We're getting to Saw, and I want to say something about the first act in general. Is that you miss so much with Jyn's life.
Yeah.
Which I think is important. Like you don't need to know her growing up.
I think
it is disconnected because of Cassian on the Rock or on that aspect.
I like that the Rock.
The Rock.
But I think the reason we got
I think there's like
for Jyn.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think about it,
but I feel like she could have been. I don't agree with that because I think she could have been a better. She sounded like a total just. She just sounded like she kicked butt. Like, she just sounded so cool.
Well, I mean,
and you said he said she was my best soldier.
Yeah,
why did we show Cassian on that damn rock?
Because he's the second lead.
But that doesn't. It didn't make sense.
The movie did leading up to them wasn't good.
The movie honestly, Cassian and Jyn.
They used it as a reason to find out about a weapon.
Yeah,
but the entire rebellion knew about the weapon. Eventually,
we'll get to the rebellion and the weapon.
Think about it. That scene is kind of important because they didn't know. They knew something was being built. They didn't know what.
I like what they were trying to do.
Like
they just didn't.
Because if you watch,
I think they could have done it in a different way and done it better.
I'm gonna get nerdy. They
just
talked
didn't do it right.
in Rebels. Rebels is a TV show, animated. It's kind of like the Clone Wars. It happens 5 years before the events of Rogue One, and in that show, they start to find out that there is something that the Empire is building. They just don't know what it is, and so it takes Cassian finding from that one rebel informant with his broken arm that it is. They've sealed the deal, knowing that it's a planet killer.
Yeah,
and so. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I think that was necessary.
I just think it would have been
the mentor and the prodigy relationship between
Saw Gerrera
and Jin was not built enough. Have you guys seen Daredevil?
Yes.
Do you know the flashbacks that he has with his mentor? Yeah. I think you could have had more of that because there was like a mental breaking down to have somebody kill somebody. That's a process. But still, but like you could still put it in. I feel like there should be more character development.
Saw Gerrera's like when she's mad that he left her like in a bunker, right?
Yeah. Why did you should have had a flashback?
There should have been a flashback of that scene, just so we know like the relationship they had.
I feel like that was just thrown in. Wait, why does she hate Sugura? Oh, let's just throw it in.
And she doesn't hate him though. She really does care about him. She's just mad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be pissed if someone left me behind and I got sent to a work.
Yeah,
and I feel like we could have felt that more if we could have seen that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Let's talk.
Well, so
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how I like the atmosphere of Jeddah. It felt very Mos Eisley.
It's just the Middle East.
Yeah.
It was the Middle East.
It was a little on the nose, but I will say it still was cool to see a lot of practical looking. That's aliens again, and like even the AT-ST looked practical.
Yeah, and even I love how they bring back the really sucky like aliens. The aliens you can tell it's just a mask. Like it's not. Oh yeah, the two guys at the end. And it's just like yeah. Like that's. I like that they bring that back though because it connects the old movies.
And I really liked. I did enjoy that, but I really liked the scene too, like where Saul's people launched like the terror attack against the Empire. I thought that was a really good scene.
Yeah,
and like Jen and Cassie.
Sure.
And it definitely
I really liked Cassian's reaction to Saul's actions. Because he doesn't like Saw Gerrera because of the rebellion. Yeah. The Rebel Alliance doesn't like him.
Well, if you think about
personally, like this is basically they're basically hitting it right on the nose that Saw Gerrera is like the leader of ISIS.
He looks like there's Osama bin Laden sitting in that cave.
Yeah, and he's in a cave in the Middle East. It's kind of it's
the
really
pilot. They made the pilot.
Saddam Hussein.
And they didn't. Speaking of that pilot, who like
speaking of creating characters like with things that we're used to, they made the pilot. They're like, okay, let's think of somebody. They defect from the Empire. Let's think of the most evil thing. And they made them look Middle Eastern. Like, how freaking racist is that?
He's the Middle Eastern.
And then the guy that was like, all about the Force, I'm with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Yeah.
Of course he's Asian. Like, no duh.
Raise off men.
Yeah,
we'll get to their introduction here soon. Because that's on Jeddah.
Bodhi Rook. Yeah, Bodhi Rook. I kind of like this character because his fast speaking was really cool to hear where he was just like...
Bodhi Rook.
To him. Like, he didn't take it from me. I gave it to him.
Yeah, no. My thing is,
like again, really good. Why he looked like a pilot who was scared for his life because he was doing this?
But why did he leave? Like, it almost reminded me of Finn from The Force Awakens. Like, he was a stormtrooper who left, and like, but why?
Yeah, why?
I know the problem is there's in the novelization.
Was it Galen?
It was on Edu. Like Galen, I think met Galen like somewhere, and Galen told him like, "Do you want to leave? Like, I can tell you're a man who doesn't want to be here." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Can you do this for me?" I send this message.
I feel like there's so much missing.
Yeah, but why
is it only on?
There's a lot.
Should have been 2 movies.
Yeah, that's the problem.
This is such a good idea that they could have gone just fantastic. And I don't think they should rely on people being able to.
The public and every critic would not love it if this was 2 movies because they would look at it as like a cash grab. Like, really, you need 2 movies to discuss how they got the plans with the Death Star.
Like the
That's what
3 movies.
3 movies.
The third one's just a battle.
Like a 50-page book.
Yeah.
A bedtime story that J.R.R. Tolkien told his kids.
But I think I really liked Jeddah, and I liked the development.
And
then friend, classy. I liked Jeddah. I liked the atmosphere of it, and when they I liked how they made the rebellion, how the hero of this whole thing was Jin, and it wasn't the rebellion. Like in past movies, the rebellion is the hero.
Yeah.
In some ways, but I like how in these newer movies, the rebellion also has a little bit of.
I like how she was
like it kind of has to do with with Hunger Games. At the very end, Katniss shoots the president because she's not really doesn't like the rebellion either, and she's
spoiler alert for Hunger Games.
It came out like a year ago, and so I like how with Force Awakens and with this, it focused on Rey
really
and Jin on the fact that they are the ones that are heroes and not the rebellion. Now they're more puppets.
Let's go back to the end of the first act.
Hold on. Before we get there, are we going to talk about True Imwe? Was that his name? Donnie Yen's character.
Yeah.
And the introduction to
True.
Yeah.
Those two?
Can I talk about how I don't care that it was. I don't care that he was Asian. I don't think that was stereotyping. I actually think it fit better because the character was like a man who is very devoted to a religion at this point. Like in the prequels, the Force is treated as more of like such a common thing that like it's not a religion. It's more of like the certain order of like you have to be
you're
like
the Force.
if you're
and that was before like that was. But then he was the one person that was.
But then
after
that Order 66. It almost like they wiped out all the Jedi, which I wish was the case, but with other Legends stuff, there's like 60 Jedi.
And he seemed. But I agree with you. I just think it was
a religion. Funny. It was like now it's a religion, something almost like
and they made the
like
Force.
Jesus.
They made the Force like a
god,
like an Eastern Asian
like how he said.
Well, it's like I am one with the Force. It is all about balance,
and it's his mantra.
And if you think about it, what if you're not a true follower of the Jedi? Like when the Order was still around, to some people, the Force could be like a god, like a
the Force is like the Holy Spirit, or something like that.
So back in the like Yoda and all them, they know the Force is just what binds everything together. It's not a person, but to like Chirrut. Him, he's like the Force will protect me like a person, which is why I love the scene on Scarif where
he's walking through.
That's the greatest scene.
So I think the introduction. I think his introduction was cool. was cool. He was talking to her. He wasn't paying attention. He was blind. He said, and it was very simple. It was very simple. You were like the Korean guys.
I think it could have been forced, but it didn't seem forced.
And it kind of like
now.
Yeah, because like now, if you ask, well, why did he help her with like the stormtroopers? If you think about it. He knows he can sense the good in her because he had that.
Yeah, and because of the necklace,
so he touched her.
At the beginning, when the mother, I think that's when the movie started to get good. In between the first scene and the scene when he comes in on Jeddah, that was hard to follow.
Yeah.
But then you realize that the necklace at the first scene connects with him, and then you're like,
I think it's
the lightsabers.
I think that's the only if we're gonna give it a rating, that's the only thing that would drop the rating for me out of a 10. I would give
I don't know about 10, but
no. Like if we're out of a 10, it would drop it because of that. 35 minutes in between the first scene and
it's just.
And then you have to admit, when the fighting starts happening in the city, that was some pretty good action. Like
that was good. I was waiting for that.
When Donnie Yen comes out,
because it was pretty slow.
Takes care of all of them.
What I wish in the first scene when Jin gets saved, like she's just like the only thing that stops her is Kay, this huge. Just hulking droid. Introduction.
We'll do characters. Great. Let's still talk about scenes.
So Jeddah, when they get to Jeddah and she's with
Cassie.
I think it was. I love the parallels they made, and I love the parallels with the Middle East and how people can connect to it, because you can't make a whole new form of terrorism, especially with the general population.
And it's always been a discussion that everybody says like, isn't the rebellion like ISIS, like the rebellion we know with Luke Skywalker, and all that, because they blew up probably the most expensive thing in that universe, the Death Star, which probably created a lot of jobs.
Like millions of people.
we can talk about how the Empire was right and everything later. How the Empire was a stable thing for the galaxy, but
it was stable. It was stable beforehand. It's just someone got too much.
But I wanted to talk about. I kind of find it funny how it was kind of, regardless, saving that little Asian girl during the fight.
She like saves the girl, and then like the entire
Yeah,
and then the 3 people to escape.
No,
You don't know that.
In the novelization, they go back to her point of view before the laser hits, and like she can see the laser coming down, and they go to her point of view in the book. So it's like she's dead.
The little girls.
The little
that's terrible.
She's vaporized.
Oh.
They said when the laser hits, they don't feel a thing. Like it's just like complete vaporization. But like everybody outside, when the planet's starting to like come up, that's when they feel the pain. So Saw Gerrera died horribly.
No, he did it because he was like.
Yeah.
I never liked Saw.
No, so right when
his character didn't fit.
It was just
I
didn't even have his.
They forced him onto us and be like, hey, you have to appreciate this guy.
Well, see, the thing is, like, they established him because when he first came up in any of the Star Wars, it was in the Clone Wars. He was in a planet called Onderon, not Alderaan.
Yeah,
Onderon. And he was a rebel then because like the the CIS, the droids were controlling it. Yeah. And then it was like a 4-part episode, and he showed him being like the rebels we know in Rogue One. So I think that's why they put him in as like this is a man who knows how to rebel.
Yeah. See, the problem is that they should have included that, or they
like half a man.
They should just utilize his
Well, the problem is like they just forced it on him. Lies. and okay, so there's something here that in one of the scenes, and we're talking about Bodhi Rook when he comes in. What is that monster's name?
The one that like gets in and messes them up temporarily.
Is it Bogula?
Yeah,
Bogula or something like. I couldn't tell.
Where does that come from?
Yeah, like that.
It's actually apparently some Gareth Edwards. I think had like a monster similar to that in one of his older like indie films.
Yeah.
So he kind of brought it like a similar thing back. But I looked at concept art and the thing looked a whole lot worse in the concept art. So I'm kind of glad.
I didn't even think it looked that good in the movie.
I just think there's a lot of things. There are a lot of things.
I don't think anybody was holding the Bogula not the temple getting the X-wing.
There's a lot of things I think in the whole movie that were a little bit random and seemed like they were thrown in. But moving on from when Jedha's exploded, I think that is when it moved on to the second act.
Well, speaking of the explosion, real quick,
it's
pretty good.
Okay, with the I liked it. I liked the whole thing. But when Vader meets with Director Krennic in like I forget what planet.
Hold
on. And he's like, the Death Star doesn't exist. Like they're keeping it on the DLC. He's like, it was a mining accident. First off, what the hell were they mining?
What kind of mining?
Yeah, what kind of what mining accident destroys the whole planet? Like, who will believe? Like,
well, it was just a city technically. But like, how far did the shockwave go?
Well, in Jedha, they were mining kyber crystals because
I looked up kyber crystals. The main planet that they were mined on was an icy planet. I forget the name. Ilum. Yeah, that's it. So I thought they were just transporting them there.
They're
I didn't think they were mining
temples.
There's multiple planets where like these would be on.
They're also in the temples, the Jedi temples.
Ilum is where like they form naturally.
But
Jedha is where like the Jedi. Because if you didn't notice, there was like giant statues on their sides, meaning this was once like a safe haven for Jedi. So that means somewhere in there was kyber crystals.
I know, but still, it's just a little.
We have to remember that the Empire is very.
Doesn't matter because
if you remember, get blown up.
Well, no, in Episode 4, they literally have that meeting, and they just said the Emperor just disbanded the Senate. So why does it matter at this point?
Yeah, they're just keeping the senators around, and the senators aren't informed at all. Like, they're like, hey, like, what just happened? Like,
think about it. And the senators literally saw, like, Chancellor Palpatine in Episode 3 go from a nice, old-looking man to looking like a scrotum with a hood on. I don't think they really cared.
They weren't paying attention.
Yeah. They were clapping for him when he was like, let's kill all the Jedi.
He's like, yeah, let's go. And they're like...
So, we're like, I think...
do you want to just do Act 1?
No, we gotta finish it. It's 50. This is 10 minutes late. Remember that.
Okay.
We have a party after this, and Luke's kind of antsy.
Okay, so we're gonna rush, but we're gonna try to get through this quicker. So let's move on to Act 2. It's actually very kind of quick. It was actually very quick because it's like Act 1's long, Act 2 almost Act 3 is very long, but like Act 2 just kind of like a quick like.
I don't even think there's an Act 3.
Act 3 is scary.
To me,
Act 3 is just scary.
Well, but I think Act 2 makes Act 1 better. Act 2, starting with the monologue of the father and then leading to Edu, I think that makes.
I think
that makes
when they go back to Yavin 4, and then well, they don't go back for between Jedha and Edu.
They just go straight there, and then he gets orders to like kill Galen and.
My thing
Which I know you
is,
had a problem with.
I did.
Galen.
Well, I did have a problem with Galen. I didn't have a problem that they killed him. Just it was so cliche.
It was.
I whispered to Luke. I was like, if Galen says 3 sentences, moans and dies, I would be
because he's like
2 minutes
I
later.
have so much to tell.
And he's just lying. I have so much to tell. And like, oh, really? Did you die?
And he's like,
I wish Galen would have lived. I wish they would have saved Galen.
I really liked him. I liked how
I wish they would have saved him, and then he was killed. In front of her.
He died perfectly there because.
But then again, it is a good death for him.
Yeah, it is.
Because if he
I like how it was the rebellion that killed her father and not the Empire. I thought that was
that rebellion. The rebellion comes in with the X-Wings and just starts blowing the crap out of it.
But I think that's why it shows how the rebellion can do bad things too.
Yeah, and that's why I like.
And how
but I actually would have liked it if he had gotten shot. Like if Cassian had just taken him out.
Yeah.
And then throughout the entire movie he has it on his shoulders.
Or Cassian feels
and then
like
he dies with Jin.
I don't.
Yeah.
Because I already don't like Cassian.
Yeah.
He's a murderer. Like how many people does he
shallow
How many people does he kill? And the funny part is
Are stormtroopers people.
He killed the
they can't even shoot.
He killed Saul's terrorists, but he was saving Jin.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying,
when I first saw that, I was like, "What are you doing?" but then he's just an asshole.
Yeah,
honestly,
I didn't like him until he finally realized. Yeah, until the speech. I didn't like him until he finally realized. Oh, he's a puppet of the rebellion. But
I just wish that he wasn't. I just wish he wasn't
I did not
pretentious.
like his character,
and I didn't like his
talking
character
about
either.
Cassian a lot. Let's talk about my favorite look of Edu. I want to go back to Edu.
The rainy
I love that because
it.
the only other rainy planet we have is Camino, which had a bunch of white supremacists necks. I don't like that.
Yeah, Edu was cool. I don't like the base one Edu and
like butthole mouse.
I liked when Director Krennic killed off all the scientists too. He was just
cool.
I like that.
And then I like how he slapped him and then he goes on the ground. It's like
my thing is
the last remnants of the Jedi.
Yeah, that was
Saul Guerrero.
Oh yeah, God. Yeah, that was cool. And I liked you said I like how he's no nonchalant about true and I can never say that right. But when he just shoots the
he's like I got this. And
he doesn't even look. He's just like.
Yeah,
and he takes out.
That's the Force. That's why. That's why his character.
I really like that.
What I love about Krennic, and this is why he's one of my favorite. No, it's not his favorite.
White suit.
The most cliche thing for a villain to do is to wait a tad too long to pull the trigger,
and he doesn't.
And he doesn't. Yeah, he just goes.
Yeah, what does he do? He's like the first scene. He's like. She pulls out the gun.
Yeah.
And he's like, you'll never. Right she'll say, you'll never, and then he's like, do it. Yeah. And she says, she shoots
I like
it.
that. Also, though, I thought that was so dumb. They were just trying to kill off his wife. That was so. I think, and we skipped over this, but I want to talk about
shoulders
this.
The entire film. I know. Get shot here. Yeah. I mean, poor shoulders.
It's no, but I feel like she's like, okay, so there are 4 death troopers and this dude and then my husband. Yeah. We just pull out my little pea shooter blaster and be like.
I think she knew that she was gonna die. I think
she was suicidal. I thought she was just gonna
what I hate
totally useless.
is to me.
We're back at the
first scene.
Weaver's party's already over. We're still here talking about.
Oh my lord,
she's calling.
But how are you? So second time he's faced with that. Krennic, he goes. Ready, aim, and yells fire. The only reason they don't fire is because Galen Erso jumps in the way.
Galen jumped in pretty late. It was 2 seconds.
Fire! And no, he's like, wait.
But my thing is... Just remember, they are troopers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they hit him anyway.
I think they're supposed to lead, but there's a reason why the troops in the original trilogy didn't fire, but that's a whole...
Yeah.
Another can of worms I don't want to open.
We should have another podcast about what they didn't put in.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Things we don't know about.
But
I'd say that it was short and sweet to see he's dead.
Yeah.
Galen's dead. Gay man is dead. So Gaylord is dead. So
I honestly thought first time watching, I thought that he was going to come back and be a little bit evil. I thought he was going to be evil. I thought he was going to be.
Galen.
Yeah,
he was just manipulating.
Yeah,
and I also thought that he would have been taken over and would have just been like a shell of what he was. But I liked what they did with him. I liked his monologue. That was my favorite. I would say my favorite scene is his monologue because instead of being a puppet of. The whole reason I love this, the whole reason the movie is based off of, and the reason the rebellion won was based off of fatherly love for his daughter, and I love that. I love that he didn't put that in for the rebellion. I love that he didn't do that. He was something like, we must defeat the emperor. It was to save his own daughter, which is so freaking noble, and I love
the whole mission statement of the movie is rebellions are built on hope.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense in the plot until the second act, which is the strangest thing ever. You see Cassie, and he's like, rebellions are built on hope. That holds no water.
No,
everyone, I was like,
nothing he says holds any water.
Shut up, Cassie's cool.
He's just an asshole.
Yeah. Let's talk about the meeting where Hook-Nose rebel leader, the guy with the big ass nose that went, and then how all the rebel leaders didn't want to
we're skipping Darth Vader's introduction scene.
Who gives a shit?
Oh, that was good. I thought so Edu was great, and I liked, and though the death was cliche, I liked the development of Galen Erso, and I loved how
scene happened
right after Edu, and then it's right to
because he escaped, and then he went to see Darth Vader, and just that you have a picture of it on your iPad, just that pic
of the VAT tank
just.
Yeah, right here.
And then who was that guy in the cloak?
Yeah,
this guy's like,
Master,
somebody's here.
And then when they liquid drains, and then it's just you get that quick shot of just Darth.
I thought he kind of looked like what's his? I thought he looked like the dude from Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, what's his name? The big tattooed.
Drax.
Yeah, he looked like Drax for a second. He's like,
Drax. I really do think
Drax in his old age.
And then Hayden Christensen with a lot of makeup on and all that. I actually hope, because if it's gonna stay in line with canon and all that, I feel like he's the only actor. Like how Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor gave his voice for Force Awakens. I feel like if any scenes involving naked Darth Vader should be naked Hayden. It would be amazing.
Yeah. And I like that scene. I like the introduction scene, except for the last line. I know you guys liked it.
I didn't.
I
don't love it.
That was so.
Let's talk about how
it was so badass too.
No, he choked his wife.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why is he living? Why is he living there?
Okay,
because it's literally it's just lava, and he killed his wife there.
There's a reason. The Emperor. It's in the novelization. But the Emperor, I know a lot is in there because they can't, it's exposition you say in the film. He's there because it's the pain of that is what fuels him, is what makes him powerful.
Okay.
The anger, fear, and hatred, and pain. And pain, he literally got all of his limbs cut off, his dick burned, and then his wife died on that planet. If you think about it,
because he killed her.
Yeah, because he hates himself, and all that pain resides there.
Makes him more powerful.
Makes him more powerful.
But I like the shot of
would
the
he be
door
on
coming
Tatooine?
Up,
or he was a slave.
Just like Darth Vader sitting down eating his Cheerios.
No, that's can we next door that Ben
can we just can we just say that throughout every single Star Wars movie, there's been a shot with that weird milk container sitting, the blue milk.
Oh, yeah. I feel like
continuity, man.
Yeah,
straight continuity.
It's the same.
No, that was a good scene, and I liked it.
Doesn't go.
I liked it all except for the last line. I didn't like the last.
Yeah, but I also like that you can see that.
Don't choke on your ass.
I love that line.
Ben Mendelsohn? Director Krennic?
Director Krennic. I like that you can see that he doesn't care about the Empire at all. If the rebellion was making a Death Star, he would be the rebellion.
He's like, don't tell the Emperor.
He's like, Darth, I'm still in charge, right, man?
But I like that they gave us. I like that they gave us a choke out by Darth Vader.
If Darth Vader turned around, he's like, "Oh my God, are you choking?" And goes and gives him the high.
Better than don't choke on your aspirations.
I just love how he makes a dad pun about choking on the same planet where he choked his wife. It just shows what 20 years will do.
He's like, I also thought he makes a dad joke right there.
I didn't like it. I took away from the rest of the scene.
So now after that scene's over, we go back to Yavin 4, where we have the
rebellion.
I do like Mon Mothma. I do like that fish.
Yeah.
What's
Admiral Akbar's older brother. Or something.
Yeah. That Sardine. He was like.
I don't know if I have
Bail Organa. I really
and you could tell they made like it was a quality mask, but you could also tell that only the lips moved like this.
And I think his eyelids, like then his eyes.
Yeah.
Can he blink?
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong about his blink.
Yeah, but I think
I didn't. Yeah.
But I didn't understand.
I was so mad at that.
What was their plan? Let's just disband.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend. Let's just stick our hand. If you can't see me, I can see you.
Cassian's at least 26. All right. At least. Yeah. So they've been fighting the Empire for over 20 years, and you're telling me, and they've known there was a planet like a Death Star.
Yeah. And now they're like, nah, we're done.
You're like, all right,
it's fun. I wonder what. It was just hindered.
What are you doing?
The process, because if you remember back in Revenge of the Sith, that shit was like already almost that like the outline of the Death Star was already made, and it's just finished 20 years later. It looked like
because of Galen Erso.
That is true.
Because he left. I think that's what it was. Galen Erso, like I like him so much.
He's a restoring peace.
Yeah, but I just think, like, what was their plan? They're just gonna get in their ships, like, go back to their planets. Oh, it's gonna blow up anyway.
Well, my thing is like, I think that's really important.
Why? They're gonna get blown.
No, because it sets up. It sets up for what I think the most important part of this, what the story is about. The story of Star Wars is about sacrifice.
Sacrificing your two legs and an arm in a volcano pit.
We don't talk about the prequels.
We don't talk about the prequels. No, I think that's very right.
And the reason why I really like and I say it's one of the better Star Wars.
Are we talking about the sacrifice of Red 5 so that Luke Skywalker could take that?
That was good. We'll talk about that later.
I'm just saying
about how the fat guy always dies.
Yeah.
What's with that?
Well, I'm sorry. He's always a fighter pilot. Is over 200 pounds.
Like Porkins? He got the name Porkins in episode 4. I think George Lucas and Star Wars as a whole hates fat people.
Yeah.
But who makes a fighter pilot fat? Like, how did he get into that X-Wing anyway? They had to like suction him in. It's like,
what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
because they had to edit.
A Scottish guy was he was a fat Scottish guy. If you watch like the edited versions of Episode 4, Han Solo meets Jabba, and it's so photoshopped. That's because originally he was a human. Yeah. He was a Scottish dude.
I don't know why they even released it.
Yeah, that was terrible. I don't know what he was thinking.
But back to
Rogue One.
The sequel of Rogue One.
No, I think that's we felt all the loss in that movie, because usually you don't feel the loss for pilots and stuff, but since K2 instantly dies, protecting them, I teared up at that.
That was the most emotional death out of all of them, and he's not even human.
I don't know. This looks like a total just like
I say the
bag
death
of metal when you see what K2
Well, I didn't really care. I actually felt more bad about Jin and Cassian.
It
was more emotional.
No, because then they were like, of course, the two main characters are a girl and a boy. They end up hugging at the end.
Well,
that's not cliche.
It's not that.
So I watched.
No, they didn't fall in love.
Yeah, they had respect for each other.
The first time I watched this movie, I was watching reviews, and Chris Stuckman, one of my favorite reviewers, said how in that scene, Cassian, shout out to Chris Stuckman, Cassian looks away. Like he right when the wave's coming, he looks at the camera. I didn't notice the first time. The second time, he they're hugging, and then it's this crappy editing because he moves his head towards the audience, and I'm like, what are you doing?
No, I can see because he's I think pushing her in closer.
No, because they're hugging, and he's
that guy
he's just.
So the very end.
I just think Cassian.
When they decided, my favorite part is when
I don't like it.
Jen just starts to leave, and and they go, and she's like, "We're doing this," and that's when I kind of like Cassian a little bit because he shows up. But where did he get those guys? They look like miners. It's like they pulled them out of the Chile mining accident.
Cool. Yeah, I like the how they looked like Vietnam soldiers.
Yeah, they did. Every the helmets and stuff.
That one guy who was in the ship with Bodhi Rook. He had. He literally almost looked like he had a Vietnam helmet. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
They were really cool. They were really ragtag, and I liked that.
They looked rugged compared to the shiny.
So, are we moving on to Scarif now?
Let's move on to Scarif.
So my thing with the whole sacrifice, they have the story building up to this, and I am.
He's getting yelled at.
His girlfriend is not happy.
So this
I have this thing.
It's like birthday party. What is
with
that?
half a lamb.
I'm excited though.
All right,
Satanic.
let's finish this.
Yeah. So the sacrifice, you start to feel it because, and this is why the rebellion's decision not to fight is important, because it shows that these guys don't really care about their lives, and they are doing
care about
it
the cause. They care about
for
the
rebellion and for the
No, because they're not doing it for the rebellion.
Yes, they are.
Because the rebellion screwed them over. They said that they've done so many bad things for the rebellion, and they can't be.
So they're doing it for the rebellion, not for the.
They're kind of like a rebellion against
the rebellion. Is an
they're doing
idea.
it. They're doing it. Yeah, they're doing it for the idea. That makes more sense.
Yeah,
I remember because I almost called him Admiral Lojows because of that.
But speaking of Scarab, I think it's one of my favorite Star Wars planets. I think it was beautiful.
It was nice. It looked like Dubai. That's what it looked like.
It looked cool because it was like the first time we ever got a tropical planet.
And I liked it
really. Mm-hmm. But then I thought, is that the entire planet just water with like
6 islands?
6 islands.
That's true, because like you see it, and when they blow it up, like, and for almost every single scene, there was only like one city per planet, like that, Jeddah,
Jeddah only had one city,
but it was just this massive.
Guess what
planet.
it was called?
Jeddah City.
It was. Oh, it wasn't a planet. My bad.
It was a moon.
It was a moon. Yeah, which I.
Like Endor's a moon.
Yeah. But I think I liked Seraph, and I liked how they got on, and that's when I started to like the pilot. That's when I started to like a lot of the characters when they were in action.
Yes,
I just liked.
And I liked
that all the characters kind of came together, and they each had their own moment of, like Cole was saying, sacrifice,
and that's and I feel like that's why this story was important. Because I feel it more in 4, 5, and 6 now.
Yeah.
So because
especially 4, because it really doesn't matter past 5 and 6. That's when this story becomes more about like Luke, Leia.
Yeah.
But like when you watch,
especially in 4,
New Hope, now you're like, wow.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like the best scenes involving all the main characters is when they're going to die. Like,
Like, and it's just
but it was handled really well.
Ben and I said, we said this movie won't be good unless they all die, and they kill them all.
I loved it. I loved it. I was so happy.
If they didn't, I could believe like so many loopholes.
I did say that the more emotional sacrifice was Cassie and Jin, but I say the best one was Truth and Baze.
Oh no, I liked Baze. That was better. Well, they're more of like one. They're more like one unit.
It was connection to each other. Like it was, they were like almost like brothers, and it was great.
And there was so cool just seeing how the Force actually helped them. Like it was because I know
I love Baze going. I am one with the Force.
Yeah, then the Force is with me.
And if you think it's cool, he destroyed he kills all those. Did you not see those Death Troopers like literally just kill all those rebel soldiers?
What's funny is right before he goes out. That one guy, he's like, I'm going, and he makes one step, and boom, he's gone. Like he's just dead. Like it was a bad
AT-ATs, like that looked good.
My thing with AT-ATs,
they're AT-ACTs.
CTs, sorry, AT-ACTs.
They're actually, I know, it's weird, but if you look closely, they have like.
If you didn't know, Brandon likes Star Wars
a lot. Whose idea was it to put 4 giant legs on a thing? And say, cool. this is great.
I'll tell you, like George Lucas, 1979.
Well, it's better than the Christmas special.
I just don't.
Lumpy, itchy. Where were they in this movie? Chewbacca.
Where is the Chewbacca family?
Lumpy.
I wish Chewbacca made a cameo.
No.
That would have been funny.
He already made a cameo in what was it? Revenge of the Sith. So he was in a prequel.
Yeah, he was.
But Chewbacca's like
that was good.
All right. So what's next on
your girlfriend's gonna watch this podcast and literally be like, "This is what he was doing. This is why he was late to make whoopee noises in a dark ass room."
But getting back to the movie,
better
when they get into the tower, I guess is what it is, right? I like when so it's like they're like it's called Stardust. The plans. I really like that connection.
See, I like.
Can we just talk about the benefit of
connection between
K2 and that scene
being the comic relief in all the movies.
I like when he's like the chances are very high. Very high. When she's talking about the gun and he had
this scene, like C-3PO was kind of always scared. Yeah. That's what the K was kind of like that too.
No,
K was also just sassy. He was sassy.
He was thinking that he will live. Like unlike C-3PO who was worried about dying all the time. K2 was just being like, "Hey, you guys are just gonna die."
He's like, "I can survive in space." Like one scene, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna be crushed in the abyss of space." He's like,
"I can survive in space."
He's like,
I love like. I'm taking these prisoners to be in prison.
No characters were better than the small characters. I want to get off topic, but talking about characters, do you remember that little thing on Jeddah where it's like,
oh yeah, the little troll dude. He's like this big. I love that too.
I want a toy of him because
but there's another guy that was kind of like that, and he had the big and he was on Seraph.
I wanted like Ewoks.
He looked like the Teenage Mutant.
Well, that's because the guy who plays that one on Jeddah is Warwick Davis. He played Wicket in so he is like always.
Did you see the guy in Seraph that was like, he looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like,
and he had a big mouth. He was like,
he's like,
oh, he looked like a piece of crap. Man.
Oh yeah, he looked like someone took a turd and like put it in a
turd with like
a big mouth. Yeah, I like
Mr. What was it, Stinky off of South Park?
Oh my god,
there must be a whole department in the Star Wars franchise, and they're like, okay, you just need to make ugly aliens.
Oh
like,
no,
that's all you gotta do.
I'm sure there's people
awful
with that
aliens.
I just think like
think of the most shitty looking
are there because each planet should have like a certain species.
Yeah.
Every planet is so diverse.
You know the guy on Jeddah? He looked like a fly, and then he just had like a butt for a mouth. It was like a fly face, and then just a butt.
The one from A New Hope, right?
Yeah,
Ballsack Man.
Yeah, Ballsack Man. And then, but he got blown up. Not that one.
No, he didn't get blown up.
In Jeddah, he was in Jeddah, so he got blown up.
Wait, the one that bumps into Jin, he tried to separate it?
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't blow up. He's in New Hope.
I think there are more than one of them because he was on Jeddah, unless he flew out with the rest of them.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, why did that guy's note like they look?
Those two are really important because they draw attention to them.
Yeah. And then I know that.
Oh my gosh, that was a cameo. But like, how did they get out?
They just leave.
They do.
I mean, in the expanded universe, they're serial killers. Actually, I don't know if many of you know that, but like the dude with the messed up nose, pig nose, they call him. He decapitates people and like puts robot heads on them. So, the reason. I don't know why I know that, but yeah, he's a serial killer.
Brandon is our extended universe expert, and while we are
both legends and canon, because there's differences. After Return of the Jedi,
we know enough. Brandon knows.
Seraph was like Seraph was the Star Wars war movie we all wanted. It was like the Hacksaw Ridge of.
Or even Saving Private Ryan.
Or Saving Private Ryan of Star Wars. Like, they were just amazing. It was like, you got Normandy with the beaches, you got Vietnam with the jungles, you got like the whole thing.
Tom Hanks getting shot like 1,000 times by a Death Star trooper. Death Trooper.
Yeah, like it was just, I think it was good. And I liked my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes in Seraph, is the pilot goes across and he gets, and he says, I need to go across. And without even hesitating, all the people in the ship, they just all go out and they just start lining them up. And they get shot and all sorts of stuff. And there's a scene where he's crossing, and the main guy in the ship sees that he's crossing and he realizes that he just jumps out and he just takes some shots. And I love that. And I love that he plugs it in and he's like it's giving me goosebumps now. And the last thing he does, and he just sees the grenade and he just sits there.
Yeah. And what I really like about it, which is kind of a cool device that they use, is how close the Empire is to stopping.
I know,
Darth Vader.
He's like, he should get decapitated by the Emperor for how close he was. Twice!
But he just wanted to look cool.
Yeah. But I'm not even talking, that's just twice in that little hallway. Let's go back to A New Hope. Alright, let's talk about how close he was in all of those movies.
Yeah.
But literally the Death Star could have lived if he walked a bit faster and killed people without much time.
He didn't have to walk. He could have just used his force and
because when he opened the door, he slowly slid through the guy. Yeah. He stood there at the end scene and he goes. Yeah. And he stood there. Literally, he's standing there for 5 minutes. Yeah. And then he turns on his lightsaber. And he's just I'm gonna scare the crap out of him.
Let's think about it, because he's so powerful. In the comics, he lights a whole army of rebel troops as grenades. Yeah. Simultaneously, they all blow up simultaneously. In this, he's style over substance. Quality over quantity. You know what? This guy's still alive. Throws him on the ceiling. And I know we're making fun of one of the best scenes in Star Wars. Yeah. compared to
the best in
the best scene in Star Wars
franchise.
But if you think about it, it's the best scene, but it's not the most logical because if you think about it, and let's talk about something else that isn't logical. We're finally
Grand Moff Tarkin.
We didn't talk about his CGI either.
The
CGI. The first time it was amazing. Second time I watched it, I didn't like it as much.
The second time I watched it, I was like, that's CGI.
The CGI was good,
but Leia was
actually consistent both times. You were right. They do have a dude who literally looks like Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, they didn't like Grand Moff Tarkin. They just
kind of like
touched it up.
But let's talk about. I know in like the universe he's feared. He's very smart. He's like his idea was the Death Star. Like it was like his idea. It was just Krennic who made it. He was a dummy. He was like
what kind of idea?
He's
setting out ridiculous ideas. Hey, let's make a gun.
Yeah.
That blows up planets.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine the Empire's like,
Moff Tarkin, what the hell are you talking
about?
What?
Actually, what? There's probably two sides to it, because I think the Emperor also wanted it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm talking about, why did he blow up Scarif? Why did he not blow up the ship?
Yeah, that's true. He has this huge weapon, and he knows it's being transmitted.
We'll take care of it. I'm sorry, we're talking about the man who couldn't even take care of his own master one-on-one 20 years ago, who's basically
couldn't even raise 2 children without trying to kill him.
And you're like, let him deal with it.
Let's talk about the end of Scarif. Like
nobody can say that.
Yeah, so let's the end of Scarif. I think I loved how there wasn't. I know this is funny. You can't really. You guys know what the Wookiee factor is, right?
No.
Well, the Wookiee factor is in every movie there is something that you didn't know was going to happen. Like the Wookiees.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Ewok factor. My bad. Ewok factor.
Yeah. Or is it Wookiee?
No, it's Ewok. The Ewok factor. Because you didn't think the Ewok would come, and then they came, and that happens in actually almost every single movie. It's crazy.
It's always.
But there really wasn't an Ewok factor.
Yeah.
The biggest one was maybe when
X-wings.
Yeah,
maybe the X-wings, or maybe when all the ships come in.
Yeah,
but I think what was good is the guy we don't like,
Cassian.
I can't think.
You're pointing to me like this butthole.
Yeah, Cassian was maybe the only because he gets shot, he falls. He falls.
No, that was a good scene.
He hits like 7 different bears. He's like
you like break a couple seats away from me.
I did like that scene
your
though.
Your girlfriend and Cole are away from me, and you like go all the way over, tap my shoulder, and be like, "Shouldn't his neck have been broken?"
Yeah, because he falls 20 feet, but he hits 4 beams. It's like what the heck?
But I did like the good shot. I like that.
Let's talk about how Luke Skywalker fell down a shaft. And just so happened to land in one of those holes.
He would have slid.
Yeah, it's the Force, you idiot. Jeez. Okay, no, but anyway,
and then
I love how he comes back.
With Director Krennic.
And also, how is it that Director Krennic he's surrounded by 4 guys, 4 guys with 2 guys with body armor on. They both get shot, and he's just standing there wearing like clothes. He's like, nope, bang.
Okay, so the Empire is all powerful, right?
He actually had to I've never saw that in Star Wars. His weapon actually had to be reloaded. It was that powerful.
Yeah.
Like the Empire is so powerful. Why does their armor suck?
It looks like plastic.
Yeah, it is plastic. Why are they giving stormtroopers plastic armor?
Oh, my favorite line is when the stormtroopers are walking, like, "Hey, did you hear the
T-15?
T-15.
That's an ongoing joke.
It's so funny.
I think in A New Hope they talk about the T-15s again. And
they do.
In Force Awakens they talk about T-17.
T-17.
It keeps going up.
It keeps going because they're like, did you hear the T-15s are getting rid of or something like that. I just love the banter between the stormtroopers. But I think what I love about Sarah is that each character that is introduced to us, this is why I like it, because the pilot,
Blue Leader? The dude with the porno stash?
No, the pilot. The guy.
Blue Leader.
The pilot, like the main pilot. The pilot, the 2 guys, and Jin, and they all had to do something to get it up there. Like he had to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like that.
It didn't make any character without doing something important, which was actually pretty good storytelling.
And when Donnie and Chewie goes and pulls the master switch.
Malbus really didn't have much.
No, he didn't.
No, but he was protecting.
He's the protector.
But that was a good scene. And I loved when Director Krennic gets shot, and he's like laying there in the Death Star. That was probably one of the best shots.
That was an amazing scene. Because you know that he's like, I'm about to be killed by my own
And I know, back to the book, it was actually pretty cool because what they talk about in the book is like while he's laying there, he realizes the flaw in the Death Star, so he's looking at it and thinking it will be destroyed.
So he's like,
last
jokes on you.
His literally last moments are thinking about how his prized possession will be destroyed, and not only that, he's being destroyed by it.
That is funny because
that's irony.
It's so beautiful.
It's like,
because like the
and then the shot of like it's just like the horizon and then the Death Star coming. Not even the one with the Death Star.
The music is so good.
But when it's coming
up, that was
it really
insane.
shows that John Williams can die and his music can still be like.
I didn't like Disco that much except for that scene. That scene and the Darth
so
Vader
scene. You know what I noticed in the first act? In the first act, you could
he's not dead.
The first act
died.
Oh, I was about to say I didn't hear anything about.
This is the problem I have with the first act regarding music. I felt like the first act, it wasn't. It felt the sound felt flat.
Yeah. And that's why I think the first scene, that's why...
Are we still recording? We've been talking for over an hour. I'm a little worried that we might...
And that's why... that's why director... That's why the first scene with director Krennic wasn't as powerful as I thought. Because the score, there wasn't a good score in that scene.
It was quiet.
It was quiet. And I think...
I like it.
I liked it quiet.
I think again, I felt like they put more effort into the second and third act than they did in the first act.
They didn't know what
I don't know if they knew how.
It's so
they
weird
started with the end
third
in
act
mind.
is so good, but if you watch the trailers, it looks like the whole third act was a whole different movie.
Yeah.
No, but we're not going to talk about this now.
Oh my god,
we can talk about that
another
with Chris.
ending.
When Kris Rhinehart, when we do that with Chris on Friday, we can talk
do you know what's funny?
Oh,
Did you ever
we
notice
do have a special guest.
Christopher Rhinehart. We're talking to him Friday,
Rhinehart.
and we're going to edit it in this video, so it's not going to be two separate videos.
He is a big fan of Star Wars and loves this movie, and we are.
He was very busy today, and we understand, but he's going to be here Friday.
But
on the phone.
So what I think, do you know what I wonder? What about the one? What was his name? The guy with the
Admiral
Raddus. Did you know his seat? He's sitting on the seat, and then
this
below
is
him, like
glass.
50 feet, is glass. What if he just like fell? Like just like. Get
glass.
back up! Like what? That
And
was
he's
so
like-
useless.
His character, I liked the Hammerhead
his
Corvette. I like that. I just hated the name.
I hated
What
the name.
the hell?
Why? Because that's actually canon. That's
I
been
know.
around.
Yeah,
That's actually been around before the movie.
I'm not saying it was them. I'm just saying it's a dumb name.
It's a Star Wars
The
thing.
Hammerhead, if it was just called the Hammerhead, that'd be cool, but...
Hammerhead Corvette sounds like a pimp's ride. Like,
Yeah, it does not. But I like what they did. They
It's
were
actually
pushing the
pretty
two
It's a pretty
Imperial
old
ships.
ship.
I just don't know why they didn't do it sooner.
Yeah.
Because they
It was
did.
like, I've got an idea.
No, but they shot down. They shot
They were
the
trying to
EMP
destroy the shield long
island.
before. Like,
Why did
they
they shoot
did
the
the
ring
Why did they
around the
say, hey,
shield first off?
So like they shot around the. Well, they couldn't because
They
it's
could.
protected.
No, but they
anyway.
shot the ring.
But I think that's a little harder. But they had all those bombers like destroy, get destroyed or whatever. They're like, all right. So what can we do? We have 2 Star Destroyers, which I don't understand how 2 Star Destroyers can take down the entire Rebel fleet when the flagship is basically the same size as the Star Destroyers. Like that doesn't make sense to me. You have 2 Star Destroyers.
But what's great is he tells them, he talks about the Hammerhead Corvette, and you see the crew on the Hammerhead Corvette, and they're just like, okay, they're dead. They're dead, and
I
they're
like that. They're just like, all right.
They're like, all right, and they just go
Let's
into
talk
it.
about how the Death Star isn't the most powerful weapon the Empire has. How about the Empire has a shield that can wrap around an entire planet?
How do you even do that?
Why did they put that around the freaking Death Star? because Luke Skywalker comes in.
Ships can't go over it.
No.
So, ships can't, when a ship hits the shield, it explodes.
Yeah.
So, literally, all the Empire had to do was, you know how it had the little opening for the ships? You place that right around the big old Death Star beam, you turn it off, and then you aim at Yavin 4, bang, the entire Rebel
because if all Luke Skywalker comes in to take care of the Death Star, he hits that shield, he's dead.
It's not technically finished.
Maybe that was in the plans, they just didn't reach there. Maybe
it's technically not finished at this point.
And then let's talk about Idiot Tarkin.
Going back to
Idiot Tarkin, I know all the fanboys love to just cream their jeans over how awesome and evil he is. And shut up. But he is such an idiot because he fires on the planet. I know the plans were being transmitted from the planet, but what makes you think? Wouldn't you just want to destroy the thing they're being transmitted to?
Not so
No, but he was like these people.
I honestly think he wanted to just kill Krennic.
Yeah.
I think
That's probably what it was.
I know he probably didn't know Krennic was on top of that.
Well, I think that's not even a bad thing. Like,
I didn't mind his decision on blowing up Scarif.
No, and
I loved that the explosion looked like a cinnamon roll. That was the best part of the movie. There's an aerial shot, and it's literally just a cinnamon roll.
I love that.
I was so hungry after you told me that.
That was so beautiful.
But
can you imagine Cassian and Jyn died in a cinnamon roll?
what's your greatest, like, this scene, like the last Seraph scene? It's just death. It's just terrible.
I think
like when they finally send out, like, okay, they're done, and they go into hyperspace, and then Darth Vader's like ship, and they all just
block it. Yeah.
And let's talk about
first of all
the full circle ending.
They can
full circle.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh my gosh,
I really
it's New
wish,
Hope. You're like you're freaking out.
The end credits went over the beginning of New Hope. I know they went into hyperspace, and I know once they get out, that's the beginning of New Hope. That's like seconds. But I don't know if you guys played Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how Halo Reach ended? It ended like your character dies. I started to realize Halo Reach is basically Rogue One, but at the end the credits are rolling, and it's the beginning of the first Halo game. Yeah, and it's like even the beginning dialogue. Yeah, but it doesn't show the whole first act. It just shows the ship like keep going to the Halo Reach.
What was that even called?
Even though the scene was amazing,
no.
Just you're standing there.
The ship.
You're sitting there and you realize that
Halo, or are you talking Star Wars?
Halo.
Guys, we're talking about Halo.
Okay, so once
was on that ship.
Once Vader gets onto the ship, and they're all just standing there waiting. First of all, I've never liked their helmets. I don't know why they look like speedster cyclist helmets.
I
like that.
I love it.
And it's so.
I like the shot of him. Like, we're talking about the rebellion.
Right when he walks in, and you know it's him.
Yeah.
But you know it's him. But the confirmation is his lightsaber.
Yeah, and that was amazing.
I mean, that's what I loved about it.
No, but I'm saying, like how they recycle the film for the boop boop.
Yeah,
I like the rebellion help. Speaking about that real quick, I like the shot of the guy on the watchtower with like the suns or the planet. That was good.
I like how when he didn't know they were Rogue One was leaving for Scarif, he was just sitting there and he was like, "What the? Nobody told me about this." He's getting this guy.
Okay, and then going back to the final scene with Darth.
Yeah, so you're just sitting there and you're like, you know it's Darth Vader. But then when the lightsaber goes across, you're like, oh my gosh. But he was there for 30 seconds. Yeah. Like, he was there for like an entire minute just sitting there. He's like,
let's talk about how...
Pause. Have you ever seen Despicable Me?
Yes.
He's like, pause, perfect.
Yeah. If you're doing the whole don't choke on your aspiration, he should have took a rebel soldier, made his arm go up and start hitting himself. Don't hit yourself.
Don't hit yourself. No, but this is like...
Spaceballs.
But this is Darth Vader in his prime. Like, this is before...
This is 20 years. It's not his prime.
No, this is not his prime. But do you know what's crazy? He is so epic.
Before Obi-Wan went like this.
He's so epic in this last scene. And then literally, and it's not that far, New Hope, he has the most rigid battle I've ever seen with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And you can't really explain that because that's just because of how bad... Well, it's just because of how back then...
I know, and I'm not complaining. I love the last
scene, but hard to like. It's really hard to explain why he's like. Because it's just because how.
Maybe just going easy on Ben. That's what I'm just gonna.
You had a 99-year-old Alec McGuinness trying to in this space thing that he didn't even want to be a part of. He hated Star Wars. He hated it up until the point he died, and there he is in a cloak hitting another man who sounds very feminine because like David Prowse, who was the original actor, who was the suit of Darth Vader. Mm-hmm. You should hear before James Earl Jones. It is so funny. Yeah. He's like, you are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away. It's so funny. But
no, but like
it's so hard.
In this scene, he uses so many different methods of killing people, it's just so great because like at one point someone shoots a bullet at him and he just goes like, and he's just like taking people out.
And then when he lifts the guy on the roof and whips him, stop. And then he like throws people down.
I
like when the guy.
And then he opens up the door, but just.
And I love that.
I love how long it took that rebel.
And then you think that
rebel guy to figure out to shove that thing.
Was so good.
He's like, open the door. The door's not working. You're probably gonna die. You got the Lord Vader coming up. He's like, and then he finally is like,
so close because as soon as he grabs it from his hand and backs away, that's when
it takes like 10 guys to get to that. Because he kills every single person. He's like a second behind.
You think that this scene's over after the door thing, and then there's a whole other room with like 5 more people just like.
It's just great, and then you just see Leia, and you're just like, oh.
And the CGI for Leia was good.
Because I think they used old film too.
No,
they had to.
No, they didn't. They used
shout out to Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
Get better.
Ingvild Dela is her name. She was the body.
Okay.
And then they kind of
the CGI.
Yeah. Did you hear?
Carrie Fisher
original
heart attack.
Yes.
She's in a stable condition now.
Stable condition. Good.
That's good. Is she gonna still film?
I don't know.
I actually think she was leaving London from.
She was 20 minutes away from landing from London to LA. They were 20 minutes away.
But I'm saying, like, I think her scenes. I think they're done shooting most of episode 8.
Okay.
So I think that's where she was coming from. I think London is where some of the scenes were being shot, and she was coming back.
Well, I heard she was getting like a book tour or something. I don't know.
As long as episode 8.
I hope you get better.
So anyways.
So have we covered everything?
We haven't covered anything. Kris Rhinehart will be here Friday. We're gonna edit it. And
we're done.
So today is Friday, and we are adding in our special guest, Christopher Rhinehart, who is a dear friend of ours. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him on the phone.
He's a dear superior.
A respected mentor.
Chris Rhinehart is our favorite teacher.
I can find his freaking number. There it is.
There we go. Call. So he was a very big fan of this idea until the fact that he backed down. So.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Rhinehart.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing there, buddy?
Nope. Okay, we have to be
How you guys
professional.
doing?
We are doing very well. So we're here to ask you about the latest Star Wars sensation, Rogue One.
Okay.
All right. So first things,
talking to you is Luke Lyman, Ben Giesman, Cole Souders, and Brendan Caudill.
the one and the only.
Well, that's quite a group of people.
Yes, it is. So first things first.
Is this a good time to talk, Mr. Rhinehart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So first things first. What did you think of it? Of Rogue One in general?
I thought it was a good film. I just like how it explained a lot of the sort of holes in the original Star Wars story about the Death Star being easily destroyed. I like how it explained the backstory of, a lot of different characters and filled in some holes.
Yeah.
I thought the ending was really great.
Yeah. That was. So, Ben, you had these questions.
Yeah, I did.
Prepared,
so overall, you liked the film. Was there any things that you didn't like? Were there any problems that annoyed you or bugged you throughout the movie?
There were the people that I watched the movie with didn't like the opening.
Yeah.
Maybe like the first half an hour, 40 minutes. They thought it was confusing because it jumped around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't bother me that much, but if anything, that would have been something that they could have probably fixed. But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, in the Star Wars universe, all right, and out of all the films, where do you think this fits within them, rank-wise? Do you think it's as good as the originals? Do you think it's... I think we all agree it's better than the prequels, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just sort of right in between there. The 3 original films, I think, are probably better than Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Return of the Jedi, but it's somewhere in there. It's probably top 3 or 4.
Anything else?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Darth Vader's last scene, okay? Thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was a cool scene. You never really see in any of the original films, the original 3.
Mm-hmm.
You never really see a scene that sort of shows off the power of Darth Vader,
yeah,
and then you sort of finally see it here.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you don't really know, you obviously know that Anakin Skywalker was, a very powerful Jedi, but after, all the stuff that happens to him and the prosthetics and stuff like that, you don't really know how much he has left. But you can clearly see there that he can take out a room full of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
So, what did you think of the villains in this film? You have Grand Moff Tarkin, you have Director Krennic. What are your opinions on those?
Cassian.
Yeah, I mean, I like the villains. Like, Krennic is, they're sort of standard. They sort of expand upon, I guess, and give you a view into, which you don't really get it in the first three movies or the original three, like, sort of what, beyond the Emperor and Darth Vader, you don't really get to see much of, like, the inner workings of, like, the Empire, or people that work within the Empire or support the Empire and what they're all about. And it sort of gives you a window into that. So I thought that was neat.
What about Cassian? Because I know Cassian was a hot topic debated among us. Do you like him? Do you hate him?
I liked him.
He was terrible.
I thought he was a good character. He was just a complete.
Cassian.
The pilot, not the Imperial. Yeah, not the Empire. Yeah, Imperial pilot.
Okay.
The one
the rebellion. Yeah.
He's part of the rebellion. Walks around with Jyn all the time.
Yeah, I thought he was a good guy. Like, he's not my favorite. Like, the character I like the most in the movie is probably Jyn Erso, but he was fine. Like, I didn't really. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really notice him that much. Like,
yeah, he was just kind of a flat character. There wasn't much to him.
There actually wasn't that much character development.
He wasn't really well developed. But yeah, I mean, like you said his name, and I didn't even know who he was. So.
Yeah, just like all of his lines too were like forced when he was like, "When was the last time you saw your father?" Like there was no introduction, just like
he's a weird one. I thought he was
weird.
So.
He's weird.
So we went over that.
What did your kids think of the movie, right?
Yeah.
They liked it a lot. Like, Danny liked it because, I mean, he's just really into Star Wars. So he was excited to see it.
Yeah.
But even Kirsten's not really into Star Wars. She's more into Harry Potter and stuff like that. But she was okay with it.
She was okay with it.
And, after the first maybe 30 or 40 minutes, like, she was really thrown off by that, just the jumping around. But
yeah,
I think if you know, like, more about Star Wars, like Danny wasn't bothered by it, I think you can keep up with it. But
yeah.
All right.
Well, that was very, very kind of you to let us bother you today.
Yeah.
I think that's all the questions we have for you. So thank you, Mr. Rhinehart, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Absolutely.
No problem.
Until next time,
Rhinehart.
buddy.
Yep,
Don't call him buddy.
See ya.
See you guys.
Enjoy the rest of your break.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
So that was Mr. Rhinehart, one of our dear teachers.
What? I burped and Brandon was like, "What are you doing?" He's like,
this is
made a face.
Mr. Rhinehart is one of our favorite teachers in school. So we thought it would just be fitting. But
It's so weird.
this has been an eventful episode of Couple Film.
Are we done with the episode? Or are we going to talk about that wasn't in the movie?
We're just gonna cut this out.
I don't know.
We're gonna start a new one.
Do you want to table it? You just want to table this?
All right. So this is Couple Film.
Wait, before we end, are we going to give a rating out of 10?
Yeah.
We can give a rating.
All right.
Okay.
So starting on the right
With
here,
me? Okay.
Luke, what did you think?
I would give it a 6.5.
6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben?
I'm going with a 7. Low 7.
I'm gonna give it like an 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. 8.5.
I rate my movies like I rate my women. This is a strong 8, meaning it could be a light 9. So, I really love this movie. I think it is better than the prequels, and it is it fits right in with Star Wars. I mean, it doesn't feel like an odd duck out. I mean, it feels like you could watch from episode 1 to 7 in a continuous flow, and Rogue One can fit right in there without it hindering, not feeling like a road bump. It feels exactly like a Star Wars film.
All right. Well, that's it from us here at Cup of Film. Until next time, thank you and good night.